Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, Seahawks player Darrell Taylor is joining us in studio to talk about the upcoming season, including some of his own goals.
Officially part of the Hellfire Club, it is part of an immersive experience you can have in Seattle right now, all about Stranger Things, the experience. So we're going to have the story coming up on Studio 13 Live.
Sub Pop is celebrating its 35th anniversary with a special collaboration. How the record label is partnering with Kimpton Palladium Hotel and Penny Royal Cocktail Bar for a new menu.
We're talking about a new documentary based on a once average middle-class Seattle family whose life was suddenly flipped upside down. Joining us is Sam Harkness, who's sharing his experience being filmed over the span of 25 years.
And Lyra is here to tell us all about their new restaurant in Belltown. We're trying out delicious South Asian cuisine with a modern twist. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hey everybody, it is Friday, and thank you so much for being here with us on Studio 13 Live. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Maria Garcia. And aren't there some weeks where you're just like, oh my gosh, Friday, you're here.
Absolutely.
It feels like one to me. We've been so busy really creating some great content. We're excited to show off, you know. But is there anything that you're doing for the holiday weekend?
Oh, well, we are going to be having a show on Monday, so we'll be working that day. But, you know, I just got a new paddle board last weekend, so I'm going to be taking it out later today.
Fun.
My boyfriend and I are doing this thing. We both got stand-up paddle boards, so we're going to do like a little board and then a little bite.
Oh,
yeah,
I
go
like
get something
that.
to eat afterwards.
Boards and bites.
Boards and bites.
I love it.
I made it up. Cute, right?
Very cute.
What about you?
Well, I am going to a children's birthday party on Saturday. I'm taking my son, so that's always fun. Loud and crazy and a good time, and ensures an easy bedtime, so mom's happy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll also be doing some karaoke.
Oh, yeah, we're doing karaoke.
Yes!
I'm really excited for that. A little team bonding. We'll have
I
to
love
think
it.
of our best songs to do.
Yes. It may or may not make the internet. If we're bad, you're not going to see it. If we're good,
no, we're doing private room because this is not supposed to be seen on the internet. I do not have a singing voice for the world to see.
Oh my gosh. We'll just take a smiley photo of you holding a mic. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Have you ever wondered what the upside down from Stranger Things is really like? Well, now's your chance to find out.
That's right. Stranger Things, the experience. It opens today in Seattle. It throws you in head first to the iconic Netflix show featuring a brand new storyline starring you.
Yeah, Fox 13's John Hopperstad taking us inside Hawkins' lab for an inside immersive experience.
Well, Carly and Maria, other than looking like my basement when I was in about 3rd grade, this is a very popular spot if you're a Stranger Things fan. It's the Byers' home. It's where it all kind of begins in their adventure on Stranger Things, and it's amazing what they did here. I mean, I swear, I think we had this coffee table in the basement. Check it out, Scoops Ahoy here from the mall back then where some of the kids worked. We've got Surfer Boy Pizza over here as well. All kinds of things that are related to Stranger Things and the world that they've created. We're joined by Isis right now from Netflix. And what is it about this show that it was so popular that people wanted to be part of it and be immersed in it?
So Stranger Things hits on all of those really important topics that are really important to us: friendship, adventure, and we really wanted to bring this world to life so that people could immerse themselves in the world of Stranger Things and have their own adventure. But we also have the very first Stranger Things themed bar, the Upside, which is our 80s themed bar. You can come in here and play really cool video games from the 80s, you know, things that we love to kind of hang out and play with.
It really has that 80s vibe to it as well, with the colors and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted everyone to feel like they were really walking into the world, enjoying that nostalgic period for the 80s, but also discovering something new for some of our newer fans.
Of course, Stranger Things, it's scary as well. I mean, we've got Vecna up here, part of the Upside Down, and that's part of this experience as well, right?
If you want to get up and close with Vecna, here is your opportunity to do so.
What else are people going to experience when they come here? I mean, this is obviously a really cool spot, but there's much more to it, right?
So when you come, you're actually adventuring through Hawkins Lab under the guise of a sleep study. The lab proctors want to know what has been troubling your sleep. And so you've got to go through this lab adventure, but we recognize that something strange is happening, and we need your help to unlock your powers and really help save the day.
Okay, let's go to one of those locations now, give you an idea just what you'll experience when you come to Stranger Things, The Experience. And here we are in one of the most famous spots in Stranger Things, right? Tell us about this.
This is the Rainbow Room. So this is one of your first stops when you enter Hawkins Lab. This is where the adventure starts to begin, because you're going to meet our lab proctor, and they're really going to be testing, you know, how your mind works to determine if we can unlock your powers.
And this is where Eleven did a lot of her training early on to learn to unlock her powers, right?
Absolutely. You know, all of the really special ones that were coming out of Stranger Things unlocked their power in a room just like this.
And if you look around here, I mean, it looks exactly like the Rainbow Room from the TV show. And that's one of the things I've been amazed by, is how much you guys have been able to recreate those sets and those aspects of the show.
We wanted it to feel very real. It's incredibly authentic to what you see on the show.
What are the reactions from folks? Because you've been in other cities around the country. What are the reactions when they come through this?
Everyone is sort of in awe that you're really in the set, and so this adventure is a truly unique adventure. All of the characters that you know are here. It is a unique story, really exciting, and people are just enjoying being a part of this world.
Now, you got to test your powers out when you're in this particular room, right? That's part of this whole thing. So we're going to try this right now, see if I do have any telekinesis powers at all. I don't think I do, but let's just see.
I'll leave you to it.
Here we go, here we go.
Do you know how to do your poses?
It's just straight ahead, right?
Yeah. Let's see if you've got some energy. We need you to like bolster up that energy.
All right.
Put your hand out and hold your torso, and we'll just.
Woo! You see that? You see that? I took out the can. I got the powers. And by the way, we're not showing you everything here, so if you're wondering, is the upside down part of this? It is, right?
Absolutely. That was where we really test your mettle.
Test your powers, test your mettle. All right. This is happening here for the next month or so. How long are you guys going to be here?
We're here for a few months, actually.
Few months,
so come join us through the summer. Get your tickets, 1750 Occidental Avenue South.
Awesome. Yeah, it is the Stranger Things experience, guys, and it's like nothing I've ever seen before. Carly Maria, send it back to you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That looked amazing. We've put more details and a link to buy tickets on fox13seattle.com/studio13live. So colorful and neon.
Yes, very 80s, and I'm a big fan of the show. So this sounds like it's right up my alley. Maybe I get to test my own powers.
Yeah, you have the power.
I love it. Hey, we've been talking about this for quite some time, but it has finally happened. The live-action remake of The Little Mermaid is here, and it stars, of course, Halle Bailey as Ariel and Melissa McCarthy as Ursula.
You can't live in that world unless you become a human yourself.
Is that even possible?
It's what I live for.
Oh my goodness. So of course, you will recognize several hit songs from the original classic along with a few new ones. I've also heard they made some minor changes to popular songs to make them a little bit more respectful. But some critics are giving some mixed reviews. However, I'm hearing that a lot of people love it so far. The movie's still expected to earn about $120 million in North America this holiday weekend.
This looks so good.
It does.
It looks so good. I feel like you really can't make people happy though with movies like this when you're doing live action remakes and that sort of thing, because if you don't change it, then it's a cash grab. And if you do change it too much, people are mad and they're like, oh, that's so different from the original and everything like that. So I feel like they probably did a pretty good job of balancing it out. I'll let you know once I see it too. But I'm just excited to see this cast and everything. And the audience score is pretty high on Rotten Tomatoes right now too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Audiences seem to really enjoy it. And the singing voices, all very beautiful. So I think it'll be a good time.
Yeah. Warner Brothers released a new trailer for the upcoming Barbie movie that shares a lot more about what people can expect from the plot that we have previously seen, and it just keeps getting better and better.
Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
The studios worked very hard to keep this storyline a secret, but according to Variety, some people have started to put it together after seeing, the behind the scenes of a few shoots out in the wild. But don't worry, we're not going to spoil it for you. This movie hits theaters on July 21st. Okay, we've only got like 2 months to go now until this comes out. I feel like every day we're getting just like a little bit more of it.
Oh
the big Easter egg with this trailer that I caught, and I rewatched it 3 times, was at the very end when you hear the Barbie girl song. And you hear a little Nicki Minaj in there. Because we didn't think we were going to get Aqua Barbie Girl. We heard about the soundtrack and we heard about Dua Lipa doing the song and everything like that. And so I think a lot of us were like, okay, I guess they're just totally reinventing it. We're not going to hear the original. Guess what? Nicki Minaj jumped on. As you know, her fans are named Barbs.
Yes.
So she had to do one for the Barbs.
I love the idea of you in like a dark room with headphones and a magnifying glass. Like, I saw something.
That is me sometimes.
Hey, still to come on Studio 13 Live, we are taking you to Wallace Falls.
Yeah, so I got to join the Washington Trails Association's trail building party and even helped rebuild a bridge. So, check out how I fared as a lumberjack coming up.
That's a tiny song.
Take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make,
It is Friday, and as we hit the weekend, I really love the idea of a good little party.
Girl, me too. I actually found out about a new kind of party recently. So WTA invited me to work on a trail work party where I joined their volunteers to help build a bridge on a hiking trail out at Wallace Falls. Check out how I did as I got my lumberjack on. We just rolled up to Wallace Falls State Park, and I am here with Jen from WTA. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Carly. You ready to head up?
I am.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, this is pretty. Ready to roll. I'm so hyped for this. A work trail party sounds like so much fun. This trail is gorgeous. Why did you pick this particular one to bring me to today?
So this trail today that we're working on is called the Greg Ball Trail. And Greg Ball, it was actually the founder of WTA's trail maintenance program.
The OG.
The OG. And this year we are celebrating our 30th anniversary of trail maintenance. And so WTA provides all the safety, training, and all the tools to help make these events happen. This group is out here helping to replace a structure or a bridge. Yesterday they came out here and they took the old structure out, and so now they're starting to set the foundation for the new platform that they're going to build.
Mary, I like this personalized hard hat situation you've got going on here.
Thank you. 5 work parties, you get your own hard hat.
Hey, that's awesome. What's been your favorite thing about volunteering with WTA on these trail work parties?
I think my favorite thing about trail work is that I did a lot of hiking and backpacking, and I've done a lot of things on trails, and I didn't fully understand that those trails didn't just happen, and a lot of work and blood, sweat, and tears went into those things. It just makes me walk on trails differently and notice things and just be kinder to the trails and just appreciate them a heck of a lot more.
And so you've got this out. What are we working on today?
So we're replacing a bridge. We'll make a bunch of saw cuts through this and ship it out.
Can I get involved? And 5 more, I'll get my own personal.
You betcha. Yep.
Right? All right, let's do it. Be safe, have fun, and then do good work. Right?
And we get some work done along the way.
There we go. Yeah. Now we're moving and grooving.
Yeah, and once you get the groove,
yeah,
get into the groove. Sometimes I break out into some songs.
Oh, it's a good workout too. It's my arm workout for today. You ever switch arms?
Oh yeah, because you gotta get, because it's also a workout.
It's a good workout, y'all.
right.
Are there any other things I can try out?
So Carly, we're gonna now that we've made some cuts here, going to use the axe to chop out the notch here. When we're chopping, we always wear eye protection.
Hey, I got a big chunk out. There we go. Oh! How about that? What's this actually called?
It's called hewing.
I'm hewing over here.
The old timers would just
Whoa!
do it this way.
That's why you got your eyes
Yeah. Then
Was
you
it
have to
just
come here.
painful watching me slowly chip away at this?
That was okay.
So we did a little sawing, we did a little hewing. What's next?
Yeah, so next we're gonna move this big log. So not all of our material comes right next to the sources or the places that we're working. So using our strength and collective strength as crews, we move materials to where we need them to be. So that's what you're gonna be helping out with.
Okay, let's do it. I didn't know a log carrier was a thing.
Anybody not ready? Okay, up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So 30 years of these trail work parties, that's so cool. How many different trails has WTA helped restore during that time?
Over the last 30 years, WTA has helped to maintain and restore over 1,100 trails. And this has been through the help of 45,000 volunteers throughout the course of our time. And then additionally, we average about 285 trails a year that we help to work on.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yes. Anyone's welcome to come out and join us. You can sign up at WTA.org/volunteer to find a local work party near you. And it's a great way to give back and also to meet new folks.
Can't believe you guys do that all the time. It's so hard.
But now that the next time you're walking down a trail, you'll see a log along the side and be like, somebody carried that thing.
Yeah, I will always appreciate it. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all so much for letting me join you today. This was so much fun. And here is a little souvenir of all my chopping and sawing and hewing and all that hard work that I did. It was amazing. I'm so impressed with those volunteers. And I want to show you the finished bridge too. So the WTA volunteers are just so amazing to devote their time and their energy. And like Mary said, you know, I'll always notice now as I'm hiking, these trails do not build themselves. Look at that bridge.
It's very nice.
Isn't
It's a
that
good
amazing?
bridge.
I mean,
wow.
I had a very minor part in it, but it's kind of cool to get to see it. These are like multi-day projects. I'm so impressed.
Wow. I need to know, did you get any blisters on your hands?
I did not.
Oh,
thankfully.
good.
I think I was wearing gloves for that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah. I don't know.
that's
They've got
impressive.
all the protective gear and all that stuff. And if I do it 4 more times, you know, I'll get my own personalized hard hat.
Oh, and you look great in a hard hat. So
Thanks.
perfect.
Thanks. Well, coming up next, Sub Pop is celebrating its 35th anniversary.
How the record label is celebrating with a new collaboration menu. It is time for Seattle Sips, where we highlight some amazing drinks in our area. And in honor of Sub Pop's 35th anniversary, the record label is partnering with the Kimpton Palladium Hotel and Penny Royal Cocktail Bar for new menu items and some new bites as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to chat with y'all. So here to share all about this new collab, we've got Jacob Matson with Penny Royal and Kara Matini with Sub Pop Records. Welcome. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is so cool. How special is this anniversary for everyone that's been a part of Sub Pop Records?
Well, 35 years is a long time to be in business, especially for a record label. We started in 1988 in Seattle with Nirvana, Mudhoney, Soundgarden, and we're still continuing to put out great music today.
That's
So,
wonderful. And you are celebrating in a big way. So talk to us about the partnership.
Oh, so Penny Royal, the Palladium Hotel and Penny Royal in collaboration with Sub Pop, we have started with our Sub Pop suite in the Palladium Hotel, which is kind of our initial suite that when guests arrive, they walk in, the music's playing with the sneak preview.
Very nice.
And then they have signed posters of Mudhoney, and then we kind of wanted to incorporate it into the menu, so that's when we kind of was like, Penny Royal is kind of the ideal fit because it's all incorporating the local music scene within Seattle.
That's so cool. And we're going to get a little sneak peek of everything you're doing right now. What are we making today?
So we're going to make the New York Sour cocktail for the Mudhoney menu specifically. So this was in junction with the wines from Sleight of Hand, which is a Riesling and a red blend called
Omega Wolf.
Exciting.
Cool.
Let's get into it.
So first thing you're going to do with this guy is kind of the fancy drink that you can be fancy but not be fancy. So
my favorite thing.
Seemingly fancy.
Yeah. So New York Sour, I kind of have everything kind of put together already because it's an easy one to batch together.
Yeah.
So it's 2 ounces of rye. I like rye in sours in general because it elevates it a little bit. Lemon and simple. I add a little bit more simple to the cocktail itself because I like it on a little bit of the sweeter side. Because it kind of takes it away with the egg white and kind of elevates the foam on that. So
a little sweet and a little sour.
Yeah, so today I'm actually using aquafaba, which is made with chickpeas, because I personally like it a little bit more as kind of a different note to it than you're traditionally going to use to. And I think that's kind of Seattle.
That's beautiful.
A little different.
I've definitely used that when I've substituted like egg whites in my cooking before, the aquafaba. And it works. Yeah, it works really well.
It's a lot of fun. So
it's so random the stuff you can substitute that completely fills in. Yeah.
So the fun thing about this one is it's a 2-step process. So I like to do a wet shake before you do a dry shake because it adds a more velvety texture to it.
Okay.
So,
wait, what's the difference between a wet shake and a dry shake?
So a wet shake is with ice and a dry shake is without.
Okay.
So,
but there's still wet stuff in there.
I do it in reverse, and then on the second shake, you incorporate the aquafaba and then the booze back into that. And then it's just kind of the fun part where you just kind of have a little bit of fun.
It's all fun.
About fun.
Yeah, it's all fun.
And you just kind of like, you have fun, and it's not supposed to be meant to be serious. You're just kind of like, I'm just doing this because it's
great.
Yeah. It's fun, especially during the summer. You're like, I can be a classic bartender and all the friends, and you're just like, yeah, this is something I made up. And
a lot of creativity. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, sure.
I love that. All right, we're going to get to try this tasty little drink here in a moment, but while you're pouring there, tell us about some of the bites you have here as well.
So Chef Bella, our executive chef at Shaker and Spear in Pennyroyal, she wanted to do something incorporated with the preferences of Mudhoney and kind of really drive home the Mudhoney aspect within the venue. So our first one is our prosciutto toast, so with a little onion jam that she makes in-house, and then we kind of smack dab it with a confetti of microgreens on top to just kind of make it bright and vibrant. It's kind of a one-tone note, so we just something that'll make it pop.
Yes.
The next one, we want to do a little bit of dessert, so it's our Mudhoney tart, so kind of a in-house made chocolate pudding and then whipped cream on top.
A little sweetness too. Beautiful.
And crushed Oreos on top because who doesn't love Oreos?
That's amazing.
That's very good. Can we try the drink?
Yep. I just need to finish it off with the.
Ooh, what's
and
that?
tell us what you're putting in there.
So this is a Malbec wine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was like, that looks like wine.
I love the ombre effect when you get it.
Yes.
So there's the effect of a New York Sour. I like something with a little bit more of a drier wine that I put in there just to elevate it a little bit and have that little bit more of a tannic structure.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Fun.
That's wonderful.
Hands down, whenever I go to a bar, is my favorite drink.
It's very good, but I don't think I've ever tasted anything like this. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know, one thing I love about the Kimpton too is like the theme of all the different hotels too. And I hear you guys are doing some different themed hotel suites at the Kimpton in celebration of this. Tell us about that.
Very good tie-in.
So
we're starting, they're doing a Sub Pop theme basically, and we're doing suite takeovers. And currently, this band that is taking over the suite is Mudhoney. Mudhoney's been with our label; they've been around a long, long time, and they just put out a new studio album called Plastic Eternity. And so the suite has posters and vinyl, and it comes with the Mudhoney Riesling, which we put out, and then the Sub Pop Omega Red. It's really, really fun.
That's awesome. Very nice. Well, thank you both for the sweet treats and the cool hats. Yes. So we posted more info on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
All right. Coming up next, we're sitting down with the man that is featured in a new documentary about a once average middle-class Seattle family whose life was suddenly turned upside down.
Yeah, Sam Harkness and the editor of the documentary are sharing the impacts of generational trauma and filming over the span of 25 years. We'll be right back.
Filmed over the span of 25 years, an intimate coming-of-age documentary called Sam Now is available on the PBS app, and the documentary explores generational trauma and healing.
Yes, in the film, Seattle-based filmmaker Reed Harkness follows his half-brother Sam as their once average middle-class Seattle family was left uprooted when their mother suddenly left them. Working to solve their mother's disappearance is only the beginning of the story.
All right, well, we want to say a big hello and welcome to the subject of the documentary, Sam. And we also have Darren Lund here today, the editor of the documentary. So thank you both so much for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
We really appreciate it. And we watched the trailer this morning, and it is just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful film in addition to this very intense subject matter. So walk us through what it was like to, I'm assuming you knew you were being filmed over many, many years.
Yeah. It was like 25 years of filming for my brother Reed. And it started very much as this adventure, using kind of filmmaking as a vessel to face up to these difficult situations. And then it kind of filmmaking became a difficult conversation instead. And it became these hard interviews. It became having to try to hold people accountable to harm they've done, which became more taxing on us emotionally eventually.
Yes.
Absolutely. So like a big theme in this is generational trauma. And you made this with your brother. What was your relationship with your brother like when you started filming, and where did it kind of take you from there?
Yeah, and when it started filming, he's 8 years older than me, and so he took this kind of much older brother approach and was there for like a lot of helping out with kind of helping raise the younger brothers a little bit. And again, he really included me in all the projects he was doing. The filmmaking was amazing, and it was super fun. It was just like a thing that we did together. It was our bonding activity. And then our relationship, again, was kind of changing the more serious this movie got, the more money that got involved too. That it became a little bit more of, we had to set some boundaries with each other. Like, we need brother time and filmmaking time are like two different things. Right? We need to keep our relationship as much as we can as things were getting harder and harder. But.
Wow, okay. So, Darren, this question's for you. I mean, you edited this film, you put it together. There was a lot of content, I'm assuming.
25 years worth.
Talk to me about that process for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, with that much footage and that much, life to cover, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a challenge, but it's also it's also one of the coolest things about the film. And let me just say also, it wasn't just me. My co-editor, Jason Reed, also worked on the film with me. I've worked with him for over a decade. We've done other feature documentaries together, so we kind of had an idea how to tackle this. You gotta take a big thing and break it into small pieces, and we've worked out a system to do it well. But the other thing about that much footage is that, like, over the course of 25 years, the technology of filmmaking changed.
Oh.
And we like to say that this film encompasses all of those technologies that existed from the analog film. Super 8 film was where it started, and also Super 16, all the way up to like the most high-end cameras, digital cameras today, Aries, Red cameras. So it really, you not only get to see Sam grow up, but you get to see the medium of film evolve as well.
So interesting.
It looks really, just so cinematic and like beautifully shot as well. Sam, when you were going through the editing process for this, film, was it difficult to relive those childhood memories, or did you find it cathartic at times too? Talk to us about that.
So I wasn't a part of any of the editing. I didn't do any of the behind the scenes work at all. So I actually only first saw the film for the first time when it premiered last May.
So you only saw it once it was complete?
Yep. That was the only time I've seen it. So there was several interviews with family members I'd never seen before. I was very nervous.
Did you know they had happened though?
I knew they had happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew a lot about a lot of the interviews. I didn't know what was said in them. That was my first experience watching it.
Yeah.
Was seeing it for the first time completely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so interesting. And Darren, the documentary uses a hybrid narrative style. So talk to us about what that means and how it impacts the production.
Yeah, that is also one of the cool things about this project, is that it didn't actually start as a documentary. It started with Reed picking up a little handheld Super 8 camera and grabbing his younger brother and making some short films about what it is to be a kid growing up. And so they started doing like a series of those, and over the course of that, some life happened. And Reed just ended up following that where it led. But it was always important in this project to kind of keep that approach of brothers making films together, the playfulness, the levity, the sort of adventure spirit. We wanted to kind of keep that throughout, even when the subject matter was getting heavy. And so that was always like, that was also really exciting as a filmmaker to have that challenge and to have that sort of, that ability to not just make a dour film, but give it that sense of adventure.
It looks absolutely incredible.
Well, we want to thank you both for coming today, and of course this beautiful, intense, really meaningful project available on the PBS app.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Still ahead, Seattle Seahawks outside linebacker Darrell Taylor is here.
Yeah, we're going to be chatting about the upcoming season, and we're going to ask him some crazy questions. It'll be fun. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile.
Hey, welcome back. The Seahawks are wrapping up week 1 of the OTAs.
And we wanted to see how things are going out there. And for that, we are bringing in the Seahawks outside linebacker, Darrell Taylor. Welcome.
Hey. How you guys doing today?
So excited to have you here. So how have things been going in the offseason for you?
Things have been going great. You know, we honestly can't complain. We get to be here. We get to get coached up by some of the best coaches in the country. So it's exciting, you know, getting to be around the young guys. And, you know, getting all the players back that we had here before is just exciting, and the energy is really good in the building and everything, and we get to practice every day, so it's lovely.
I love that. That sounds so good. You know, Seahawks legend Cliff Avril said the other day he loves your game. What was it like hearing that?
Yeah, I love Cliff, man. He comes to our practice all the time, so, you know, he always giving us pointers and helping us out each and every practice, so it's exciting to get to work with him, you know. And to have him at practice, you know, and to be able to try to do what he's done already.
Yeah.
It's great because we already have a guy in our corner that's done it and, you know, that's been to a championship and everything. So it's exciting and it's very helpful for us.
Wonderful. So you're coming up here on the last year of your rookie contract. So what are you hoping for your team and for yourself as an individual?
I think, like, for my team, I'm really hoping that, and this is the year that we put it all together, and obviously for myself too, but I think this is the year that we have a lot of talent. You know, we obviously had a lot of talent last year, but this year we starting fresh. You know, we haven't gotten to the season yet, and I'm really excited about what we can do this year with the guys that we got back, the guys we added, and all these rookies that came in this year. So we can do a lot of great things, and I'm really excited about where we're moving forward. And, you know, getting ready for next season.
Definitely. You know, I know you're from Virginia originally, and you're out here in Seattle for a couple years now. If you weren't playing for the Seahawks, which team would you be playing for?
Ooh. If we had a choice, I'd probably say the Redskins because it's right back home.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like my family. I'm a family guy, so I love having my family at the games and everything. So I'll probably be back home playing down in D.C.
Yeah,
you know, they practice down there and stuff like that. So I'll be excited to do that. Like when we played the Redskins in 21, I mean, a busload of my family members came over and was at the game, and it was very exciting for me.
I bet that felt so good.
Yeah,
that's
it was
wonderful.
exciting.
But you did share with us all the things that you love about the Pacific Northwest, especially nature. So I have to know, what do you want the 12s to know about you?
Ooh, so I want the 12 to know that I love being on the water. That's my favorite thing to do. Like, even when I was in Virginia, I would always be on the water, swimming, on boats, you know, paddle boards, all of that stuff. I just love being on the water, and I'm very excited, like, living here because it offers the same thing that my home offered me where I grew up. So I just love being here, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
It feels so good. What about getting pumped up? What songs do you play to get you really hyped for a game? And you can tell us if you have.
So
what's on the playlist?
I usually listen to NBA YoungBoy. You know, it's just put me in that dark place, you know, because we go out there and we got to hit people. So it's like I got to get in that dark mode and get in that, that lock-in mindset of, like, it's time to, like, go to work and it's time for business. So just like when we travel, like when I was in college, we used to call our travel trips, we used to call them business meetings. So we were only there for business. Like, like we had to wear suits on the plane and everything. So that's how I treat it, like, when I'm here now. Being in the NFL, I treat it the same way.
Can you give us, like, a little sample of your favorite song that you listen to?
Ooh, it's called Bring 'Em Out by...
Okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. No, please, give it to us.
Just one line.
It's called, like I say, Bring 'Em Out, but I don't want to,
Yeah, that's okay. But we love that you love
song,
it.
Right? It gets you really hyped.
That's so good.
We was all, it's funny that we say that because we was all listening to the song in the locker room. We were getting hyped, and then our head trainer came in. He was like, oh, I like this one. He started getting hyped with us, too. It was pretty funny.
We gotta listen to this. I know. Right before the show, we might accidentally tackle each other. I don't know.
That would be funny.
Oh, my goodness. Okay,
It's a
so
really good song.
you're talking about getting your mind right, but how do you get your tummy right? What do you eat before a game?
Ooh, see, me, I like to eat pasta. And it sits really well on my stomach because I have a weak stomach, so I like to eat a little bit of pasta. I don't eat too much before the game because I don't like to be full. So I eat a nice little bowl of pasta, and I have water. So I drink a lot of water days before. Like I would say, I drink the most water maybe a day or two before, just because like I don't want to really be that full on game day. So I get my hydration through that, and then game day I'll get an IV, and then I'll be ready to go.
What kind of pasta?
I usually do spaghetti.
Nice.
Yeah, or
Classic.
some type of pasta with chicken in it. So
cool. A little protein, little carbs.
It's really good for me. So it helps my body, and it helps me, keeps me fueled the whole game.
Yeah. Talk to us about your philanthropy work. What kind of work do you do with that?
I do a lot of stuff. Like I do acupuncture, freaking stretching, yoga. I mean, I do everything, and I can't. Everything has helped me because from my rookie year to now, it's been a long process for me because I didn't get to play my rookie year because I was hurt. And I spent that whole year trying to figure out how I was going to get on the field. So when I did, I just made the most of my recovery process and got to know some really good people that do really good, do really well with helping people with their recovery process and getting back on the field. So, it's just been exciting for me, and it's been a really great journey just to be able to share it with Seattle.
That's so wonderful. Now, you also do a lot of work with the community, and you are a supporter of women's sports. Talk to me about your passions there.
Yes, I love it because my mom played basketball, so I love women's sports. And, I have 2 daughters, so I obviously want them to be in sports and everything like that. So I'm excited about that. And I got a chance to go to watch the Seattle Storm play in one of their preseason games, and it was amazing. Like, it was a big crowd for a preseason game, and I did not expect that at all. But I know how the fans are here. Like, the fans love our sports team, and it's very exciting just to be a part of the atmosphere and to be able to receive the love from them.
Yeah. Okay, we want to do a couple rapid-fire questions with you. You down for that?
Let's do it.
All right, tacos or pizza?
Tacos.
Oh, that was an easy answer.
Yeah, favorite karaoke song?
Ooh, I would say probably End of Time by not Justin Bieber, but Justin Timberlake.
Okay. Famous person you want to have dinner with?
LeBron.
Okay, what would you ask him?
I would ask him, like, from where he started to now, what was the most important part about keeping his consistency throughout all of it.
Ooh, beautiful. Okay, best state in the country. Be careful.
Ooh, Virginia.
Okay, got to give it up for home, right?
Obviously.
How many tackles are you going to have this year?
Ooh, I love that question because I definitely want a lot of tackles. I would say let's do 35.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Favorite thing to eat in the off season? Like, is there any naughty, like, cheat food that you don't normally eat while you're playing?
Honestly, I eat a lot of sweets in off season.
Yeah?
I can't lie, yeah.
Like what?
I
What's
eat a
your
lot
go-to?
of donuts and cakes. That's like my favorite
I can relate.
thing.
That's
nice.
good
Donuts,
stuff.
cake, and candy. Those are like my favorite things to eat in the off season because during the season, all I eat is greens and, all the good stuff to help take care of my body. But in the off season, I love donuts, I love cakes, and I love candy.
He's just like us, y'all.
This is why we get along.
All right, do you have a favorite Taylor Swift song? Uh-oh.
Karma,
We got people laughing in the back. Do you have a song? They're all good, right? They're all good.
They're all good. Yeah, they're
Anything
all
you want to
good.
say to your daughters before we let you go?
I would love to say that I cannot wait to watch you two grow up and be the best women, whether you're doing sports and connected to it as I am, or you're in academics, or you're in law. I'm gonna love you regardless.
Oh, Oh,
we love to see it.
amazing.
A loving father.
Daryl Taylor, thank you so much for coming in and hanging with us.
Thank you.
This was awesome. So excited to see you crush it this season.
Yes, I can't wait. Let's get excited about it.
Yeah. You look so joyful when you're talking about it, so I know it's going to be a good season.
I love football.
Okay, coming up next on Studio 13 Live, it is time for Emerald Eats.
Yeah, Lai Rai is here to dish up their South Asian dishes with a modern twist. We'll be right back.
That looks good.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight delicious food in our area. Lai Rai is a new restaurant in Belltown that features elevated South Asian cuisine with their own modern twist. And when we played that last tease, Daryl said, I got to get in on this too, right?
I had no choice.
You're hanging with us.
Awesome. So, of course, he's joining us now. And to share all the new info on the new restaurant, we have owner An Nguyen and chef Christopher Ritter with Lai Rai. Welcome to you both.
Hi, welcome.
It smells good in here, y'all.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it
Okay,
does.
so Lai Rai is a family-owned restaurant. Tell us a little bit about how you got started.
So my cousin and I opened Lai Rai as a tribute to our grandfather, and he was, a very big family man. And weekly we'd have get-togethers at his place, and he would cook for us all of his favorite recipes. And basically, this is we want to introduce those dishes to the Seattle area.
Yeah.
And, these are all his traditional recipes.
That's so cool. So it sounds like, recipes are passed down through generations. What can people find on your menu?
We have traditional dishes like bò la lốt with this beef wrapped in betel leaves. We have nem nướng, pork skewers. We have something called Vietnamese pizza, where we use rice paper instead of dough. And we also have this really good ribs dish that Chris can talk about.
Yeah, so it's ribs braised in anchovy dashi, mirin, rock sugar, soy sauce, a bunch of other good stuff.
Cool.
And then we braise it till it's super tender, and then we chill it, and then we grill it. So you get super, super full off the bone. Yeah. Let's come by for some, man.
Listen. You just made my taste buds go crazy.
All right, that's what we want to hear.
Just from the listening.
Yeah.
And we are going to get to try some delicious food today. So what are we looking at here?
So we have a vegan smoked mushroom banh mi. The mushrooms are from Skagit Gourmet Mushrooms. It's like a variety of nice oyster mushrooms and a couple other fancy varieties. And so we smoke those and then we marinate those in a go-om or rice patty herb salsa verde. If you want to grab that leaf and take a little piece off and give it a taste, it has a really unique flavor to it. And then we kind of build a traditional banh mi around that. So we're going to start with that one.
Okay.
That's really good.
Right?
It's so
A
fresh.
little cuminy, a little bit lemony, a little bit fishy even, but it's an herb. Yeah.
It's really
tastes
good.
like Seattle.
Yeah. A little bit. So, to build this mushroom banh mi, we're going to start. Do you want to help build a sandwich?
I would love to.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is fermented tofu mayo. So it's actually vegan. It's made from fermented tofu, harissa, garlic oil, and just a little bit of lemon juice. And it tastes like Chipotle mayo. You want to put just a bunch of that inside of that bread.
Perfect.
A bunch.
Just a whole bunch.
Just a good amount.
I like when directions are a little loose like that, you know?
Some.
Sometimes like a sandwich is just like a vibe. Like that's the correct amount of ingredient. That looks great.
I'm about the vibe.
Nice.
We're gonna get some cucumber in there for crunch.
Perfect.
Then we're gonna take some of these mushrooms, which should have grabbed that with a towel. It's a little hot.
How's the sauce tasting?
That's good.
Yeah.
Right?
Tastes like better than mayo.
There we go.
Right?
Again, you're saying all the right things that we want to hear.
What does Lai Rai mean, by the way?
Lai Rai means to just hang out, take your time, and enjoy, the good time with your family and friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that vibe.
That is a beautiful thing.
What's the space like?
We have a very big open space with some nice patio seatings. We have 2 large outdoor patio seatings that would be perfect for summer.
Ooh, that sounds magical. And what are you putting on now?
So after the mushrooms went on there, I threw a little just classic Vietnamese pickles, carrot and daikon, and now some fresh cilantro, and then we're gonna finish with some fried shallots for more
love
crunch.
that. Nice and crunchy.
Yeah, so the oil that's in there is the oil that we use to make these. So we're just reinforcing all the same flavors over and over again.
Okay.
Now this is your beautiful and delicious vegan sandwich, but I see a little meat over there.
Oh, we got a cheesesteak coming up.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. So I cut that into 3.
Okay,
Let's
that's
try
very
that.
nice. Thank you.
Cool. So now we're gonna go for the cheesesteak.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I like.
There we go.
Philly
This is gonna get that
Yeah,
one's for
I'm from
Daryl.
Philly,
Okay,
so-
one's for Daryl. He's already called
So I need the original Philly, my God.
I know this is gonna get so messy. I'm prepared.
You're ready. You're ready.
So good,
Prepared.
though.
Here,
So,
So good.
want to do some sauce work again?
Let's do it.
Cool. So this is our Lyrai sauce. That's like a special sauce. It's like a yellow curry special sauce. So put a bunch on there. And then that other one is chicken liver pate. You're going to want to put like a couple squiggles of that. A little bit of that goes a long way.
This is good.
So I got some short rib over here that I'm dressing with house-made Cheese Whiz. We use a
Cheese Whiz, I love it.
House-made Cheese Whiz.
So it's not the stuff from the can. It is, we use Beecher's cheddar.
Okay.
And then we add some cream cheese, some other stuff, fish sauce, and make our own Cheese Whiz, just so it has that like texture that you want on a cheesesteak, but it has a little extra flavor, you know, just making it nice, you know?
Yeah.
So a little bit of this chicken liver pate goes on there as well.
And that bread comes from a local bakery, right?
Yeah, so we're using Macrina right now. Their head baker is Vietnamese. He developed a banh mi bun that is just perfect for our use.
Beautiful. Love that.
My mouth is watering.
You're fully dancing, my man. Okay, we don't have you on cam now, but I saw a little happy wiggle, you know.
That's how I get when I see some food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you eaten yet today, or is this
I have
breakfast?
not.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. I just.
And y'all make some desserts in house as well,
We
right?
do. Our pastry chef makes some in-house desserts. Right now we have a tamarind creme brulee, a Paris Brest, which is like a big cream puff. We have a banana cake with chocolate ganache, and one that I'm really vibing with right now. I call it fruit salad, but it is jellied and candied citrus fruits in the peel. You can eat the peel. It's got like rhubarb strawberry jelly on there as well. It's just a really fun visual treat.
Okay, we got it.
There you go. We got your cheesesteak.
I mean,
Take a
y'all
bite
just
there.
sitting here just trying to make our stomachs very happy today. huh?
No, it looks so good.
Oh, my God.
Thank you all for coming in.
Of course.
Your food is amazing. We've got more info on Lyrai on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Daryl approved. See you on Monday. It's good?
So good.
Really good? Give us a thumbs up. Thumbs down.
It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna